network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Ebro in the Morning. Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, give it up. Jim Jones, Hitmaker on the program.
Yeah.
New album alert. Go make sure you go get it, man. The new album from Jim Jones. I was just looking at it on your Instagram.
Back in My Prime.
Back in My Prime. And the new single, which is out on all streaming services, I Am.
Featuring Stefflon Don.
Jim Jones is talking that fly guy talk on this record. This is Summer in Miami Jim Jones era.
I'm pretty fly.
You pretty fly guy?
I'm pretty fly.
Look, on the cover, it looked like he got the same hat on that Common had on when he was standing on the lawn with Mary J. Blige. He got the yarn hat on, bro. He got the yarn on. He got the yarn bucket on.
He got the yarn.
He ready. Yo, you spitting poetry right here, son. You in love right here. This is in love right here, B.
He said I'm spitting poetry. I'm showing flashcards out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like this Jim Jones though. This is something to ride to. This is something that, you know what I mean? This is that summertime music that you making.
It's definitely feeling like summertime. We got a bunch of smashes on this. It's fully produced by Hitmaker.
Yes,
I'm in my bag on this one. I fully appreciate the moment and opportunity to work with my guy.
This has the gunshot joint on there, right?
Yeah, gunshot is on here also.
Crazy.
That's one of them.
That's one of them. Now, am I allowed to talk about the record that you sent me, or that surprise for the album? We leave that for the album.
No, ain't no surprises.
Talk about it. We dropping on Friday.
It's Friday. The Jazzy joint. You know, she's on fire out here right now.
The scene
Shout out
of
to
money.
Jazzy. That one is crazy too.
The scene, the money.
Yeah,
Video and everything is out.
Yeah, check it out. World Star. Do your Googles. It's
Yeah,
out there.
Google. Oh, okay, that one's already out there.
I was happy to see Stefflon Don. We've been supporting her since the beginning.
Yeah,
She's dope.
So,
she's super dope.
How did you guys connect with her?
I think that me and Stefflon Don had locked in probably couple years ago, and we had cooked up a bunch of records, and this is actually one of the records that we had cooked up, and I just had it in a tuck, couldn't really find a home for it, and then Capo came and I pressed play on him. He like, oh, this is a no-brainer. So, you know, Jim, I swear, like, he do his Rain Man for about... So talk to himself about 5-10 minutes in the studio, and then he just go in and do a verse. I think, did we do this in Miami or did we do this in LA? I don't know. The whole album was like New York, LA, and Miami for the most part.
I think this was done in Miami.
This is a Miami vibe for sure.
Now, Jim, you and Hitmaker, Young Berg, y'all go back.
Yeah.
Way back.
What's that origin story of y'all? Because this is when you were working with Koch, probably, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. I met Berg. We started doing music early, and dope relationship throughout the years. So now we here.
Now, you haven't stopped.
Nah.
Berg. Like you I mean, it feels like have you taken a break at all in the last 4 years since this most recent run has started for you?
Nah, I haven't really taken a break at all. And then I just be in the studio every day. Like, I love being in the studio, so I'm in there 6 days a week. The biggest break that I probably took is just doing all this different press, whether I'm doing press with Capo for this project or whatever, or running around
When
with
you was up
Tink,
here with Tink,
and just doing all that other stuff because, you know, I love talking to y'all. I love seeing y'all, but the studio is really my home. That's where I make my bread and butter. So, like, I don't never plan to leave that. So after this, right here with Jim, y'all never see me until maybe late in the summer when I drop it.
If I made as much money as y'all, just like not talking to people,
him.
Yo, I wouldn't come see nobody either. I'm gonna keep 100.
Nah, for real. I mean, the studio is always the best vibe, and then I just been super blessed to be on like a real extreme run. Like, you know, for the last 4 or 5 years, it's just like, even now, #1 record in the country, #1 record R&B album with Tink right now, probably 8 to 9 records at radio at the same time, new Chloe single featuring Chris Brown, you know, so new Jim Jones album on Friday. I mean, you know, this is what we doing.
Between Hitmaker and Hitboy, Y'all got the whole.
See, but I'm
shit
on the radio.
Smash.
Hitboy is not on the radio.
Wait. It's
I love
beef?
Hitboy.
Wait, it's beef?
Nah,
Wait, hold up.
They shoot. Bow. They
Wow,
shoot.
I was just bigging y'all up as new producers. I didn't even know where this was going.
No, I love
Wait,
Hitboy.
hold
Gunshot,
Why you have to
gunfire.
make it
Yo, you knew
spicy?
this?
Nah,
Jim, you knew
Don't
about
put me
this?
in anything.
Hitboy is a legend. He's a legendary producer. He's been doing it way longer than
Oh,
me.
this
He's
just got
a great
crazy.
guy. But I'm gonna keep it a bean though. If you play the soundtrack to your life for the last 4 or 5 years
Wow,
on
yo,
radio,
man, come on.
I know it's got to be frustrating with him because my name is so similar, my brother. But
Wait, but what happened?
It keeps getting worse.
Yeah, man.
Nah, shout out to Hitboy. We love him.
You can't do that.
After all that,
The shout out at the end does not clean that up.
Damn.
Come on, he knows it's genuine love there, man.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, Jim.
Somewhere in there. There's definitely some genuine love.
Yo, Ebro, look what you did, man.
Yo, I had no idea, bro. I thought I was
Like,
really
did-
on some
You
like.
know that Bird
I
was
thought I
on
was
it.
really on some
I'm
like
like,
bigging up the young producers
Do
in
I
the
got
game.
smoke with Hitboy? Do I got smoke I don't know about
Now you have
Hitboy?
knowledge.
Like, now I got smoke. Like,
Yo,
I'm
Jim,
my
move
head,
over
like,
there.
what the fuck
Just
is
move
going
over
on?
there.
No,
We want to get
Hitboy
you
is
Hitboy
good.
records too.
No, we should contact him and get some Hitboy records that won't be on the radio, and we'll just
Oh,
drop music.
yo,
into
why-
the radio.
yo, what are you doing?
I'm just
Why are
talking.
you
I'm just
doing?
talking.
No, real talk.
Rosenberg, do you hear this behavior?
Jim, what are you doing? Jim, you gotta grab your man's arm. Tell him to chill.
It's competitive, man. Like we all love this shit.
So
you know
you're
what I'm
very
saying?
competitive.
Of course, like I learned from the best. Like I ain't gonna lie, like Diddy still be on my line right now. I just had an argument with Diddy less than 4 days ago.
Now,
Shouts to Diddy.
in all
Yeah.
fairness, while you have a lot of radio records,
Yeah, for sure.
Hitboy has a legendary run right now with
crazy one.
Nas, and obviously his discography
Grammys
is
and all
incredible.
that.
Grammys
Hell
and
yeah.
all that.
We done won them too, though.
I mean, Paris.
I wasn't even getting into the comparison. I was just saying for the audience
Yeah.
to understand that both of you, while you love the radio,
Yeah.
he's doing something that is also doesn't necessarily need radio to be
Monumental.
celebrated.
It's great.
You know what I mean? So
Radio is always good, though.
radio's great. It's phenomenal.
It's always the
I
cherry on
play
top.
to the masses though, mainstream. You know,
What was it? But see, I want to know how you got to a U verse Hitboy thing.
it's
From what
it's not that. I'm just
Okay. I
competitive.
just wanna
Do I
make
spell
sure.
a verses?
Oh, I like where you going, bro.
That's
I
how
like
we
that.
can
I like
settle
that.
it. We can
I
settle
like
I
this.
can
that.
call Swizzy,
We can
right?
settle this.
I like
We can
that.
settle this.
He already
fast.
did. He already did one.
Call
I said him or
Zone
I
Zai.
said mustard.
Tell Zai on the zone we got some Zai. You
Get
heard?
Zai in the
Zai.
zone.
Big Zai.
Tell Big Zai.
Yeah, tell Big Zai we got some zones over here for them that want to go to the zone
All right,
zone.
so Jim, you was a part of a legendary versus. What's the neutral location for Hitboy? Hitmaker's a Chicago kid. I guess it could go down anyway. Go down to New York,
it
probably,
go
right?
there, it go there anywhere. I would probably say I would give them L.A.
Give them both L.A.
See, but I'm not really. This is why I'm gonna get Hitboy his praise though. He's been running longer than I've been running in this type of field.
It's
you know
only
what I'm
20
saying?
records?
Yeah,
only
but
20.
So,
It's
I
only
mean,
20.
but
It's
You're
only
scared of
a
that
dub.
Paris.
It's
You're
only a
scared of
dub.
Paris. He's got to be
I'm
nervous.
not-
about
scared of
that.
Versus
that
is only a
Paris.
20
no, I
records.
love
20
his
clip.
record. I love his records. I'm thinking about somebody
Berg,
who
you did
has
this, by the way.
similarity.
We did not have to be
Oh,
here
no,
in
I
this
mean,
conversation.
We
if
do
it's
not
up,
have
it's
to be
up.
on the
Shit.
way to the verses right now.
Yeah, we didn't even have to be here.
Nah, I love it though, man. It's good talk.
Now this new project, Jim, back to you, man. This new project, Back in My Prom. Who else was on there? We talked about Jazzy, obviously the record with Stefflon Don. Who else is on this
Ty
project?
Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, Tink, Ball Greasy,
Trav.
Trav,
I think I'm missing one more, but shit, that's pretty much it.
my plug, you my plug. You
Oh,
my
pleasure,
Pleasure
P. Out of
P.
Wow,
nowhere
you brought
came.
Pleasure
out.
P.
Nah,
Yo,
listen to me.
I had nothing to do with that.
Listen
He can
to me.
explain that better than
this
that.
was
for
a
me.
legendary night, first of all. The whole night was legendary. But
What
at the
happened?
end of the night, Pleasure P popped up to the studio. It was just a dope night. He ended up giving us a heat rock on top of everything that happened that night. Hell
He
of a
went
night.
crazy though.
Historical night.
Historical.
The whole night.
Anybody got
from
any video?
prom to
Any
the studio?
video?
From the prom to the studio, there was a very historical night that night.
Yeah, that was
That was
that
that. Oh, that was that
a
night.
whopper. What night?
That was didn't you have a incident in Miami night?
No.
No, it wasn't that
I never
night.
have incidences.
Yeah, what incident?
I
That
know
doesn't
what
happen.
incident.
Right? What's up with
What are
this
we
guy?
talking about? What are we talking about? What incident?
But it was an incredible night. Need I say
Incredible
more?
night.
You see, I got up out of there. I
We got
wasn't
to the
even there
stu-
when Pleasure P came.
We
You know
got
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
studio. Pleasure P came and he gave me a Heat Rock call. Plug.
Yeah, plug.
My
He
plug.
went crazy though. Shout out to Pleasure on that one.
Now, Jim, your business endeavors beyond the music. We'll get to the weatherman too, because
I'm tired.
tired of doing the weatherman.
Nah. Shout out to I love the weatherman. That's one of my favorite things to do is actually the drip report, whether it's actually on the show that I got or just on
on the
Instagram and bug it out.
But you're in the dispensary game too. I saw some things on your page too, like
Yeah, shout out to my partners, High Tolerance. They opened up their first dispensary in LA, which is pretty dope. Tip my hat to them. Shouts Jewels, he got the babies running around.
Yeah.
I got a line called Knockout and all type of different strains. But marijuana business is probably one of the most lucrative businesses you could jump into right now if you do it right.
Now, you said you put the disclaimer if you do it right, because there's a lot of people in the business. It's pretty crowded, right?
It's like the rap business. It's like being a rapper, selling weed right now.
Cutting through, like being able to cut through and actually get it on
everybody got
people's radar.
There's a lot of weed out there. Everybody got it. So for you to stand out and be something that people want, then that's a good thing for you. You got to figure that out, whatever your marketing strategy is, but you better have one.
Now, are you getting into the game here in the tri-state too? Are
Yeah,
you?
we getting into everything.
That's always the answer.
Wherever we can sell it at, we gonna be there. We selling it. You heard sell like the stock market.
Now, is it available in New York City or in the New York City
You
tri-state
may be
area
able to
yet?
get your hands on it.
But it ain't at a dispensary yet.
No, I don't. No, not on this side.
Not on this
Dispensaries
side.
in LA, but you might can find it in New York City.
Coming
It's
soon.
legal in New York.
Shout
Yeah.
out to New York because I'm just walking all through Times Square. All I smell is gas,
Blowing
gas,
big gas.
gas around
Shout out
police
to the mayor.
everywhere.
Shout out to the mayor for making sure we straight out here in these streets right now.
Nobody's being bothered.
Blowing big gas. Nobody's being bothered. You're not getting harassed. No probable cause. They ain't pulling you over saying you
But
smell like.
it's not even the mayor at that point. It's the what is it? The district attorneys. They won't even charge it, right?
It's nothing.
no.
You
It's
can't.
nothing.
They can't even talk to you about weed when they pull you over. They smell it coming out the car. They can't. Weed. You can smoke weed in New York City. Any place you can smoke a cigarette, and that's deep.
I like that.
You know what
They
I mean?
can try to get you for driving. They can
If
hit
they
you with
catch
driving.
you-
If they catch you smoking
yeah.
while
Yeah, you
driving,
You
they
can't
can hit you.
smoke while driving. They catch you smoking while driving. There definitely is a DUI.
Yeah.
A Dewey. You heard?
They hitting you.
Jim, have you spent any time with our illustrious mayor?
Yeah. Shouts to the mayor. I got a chance to meet him backstage at the Drake concert.
Of course.
The perfect place to meet the mayor.
Yeah, it's kind of dope though. But I wanted to do something different. Make sure I found some common ground that we could both step on. And one of them was Harlem and endeavors I've been getting into and seeing if he could help me out. And now he did. Kept his word. Came up to Harlem, see what we was doing. We got the dance studio up there for the kids, plus a whole bunch of other philanthropic and things that we do uptown as far as giving back to the hood. Got a bunch of dope stuff going on this summer for the kids. Battle of the City, which is a big dance competition. It's going to be part of the Mayor's Cup. The Mayor's Cup is like a big
that's dope.
city initiative that they got for all sports and categories in the city. So this should be pretty dope for the kids. We going to be.
I don't think a lot is, we talk about the mayor a lot, and obviously our frustrations with some of the things that he says, but I always make mention of the things I hear about, like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right, where he supports local community things that are going on, especially for young people. So that, and any mayor we have, we ain't gonna be 100% happy.
Bro, he's hit with a whole bunch of responsibility
Yeah,
that
you
had
ain't
nothing to do with him in the
happy.
first place. He's just, he's the president of New York City. For the most part, as a man, you got two things in this world. One of them is your word, and if you keep your word with me, I feel you pretty much the ish to me and shit like. And he did that. He kept his word, and he's keeping his word. And he helped me, and he had people calling me to make sure that the things that we talk about actually come to fruition and things like that. So I can't talk bad about somebody that, kept their word with me.
You mentioned the Drake night. What was that night like, man? It looked fire.
Superior. That was a dope night. Anytime it's a Drake night, is a dope night. And the funny thing is, Drake is actually probably my favorite rapper right now. Like, he's like my spirit animal. I like how he moving out here.
He's living the life.
He's styling on niggas right now. He's dancing on niggas. You
Now,
heard?
did you guys have a close relationship before the Harlem night?
Yeah, me
At
and
the
Drizzy,
Apollo?
Chubbs, their whole family, we got a hell of a relationship and things like that. I got a lot of love for OVO and things like that.
I love how he put that stage together up
Nah,
there.
the stage was crazy.
It's
I never even
incredible.
seen the whole Apollo like that. Like I was telling somebody the other day, like they moved all the seats out of the Apollo. And
Unscrewed every
and
seat.
Michael Jackson, James Brown, Prince, you name them have performed in there, and they never moved the seat.
They unbolted all the seats out the floor, bro.
So wild.
Screw them out the. What, you can't move what? Drizzy in the building. We're gonna decorate this whole shit over. Fuck you mean? So that was dope, man.
I love that Drizzy's not scared, not too cool to be a fan, though. To me, I think that's super dope and how he embraces you.
Now, how he did it was dope. I mean, he definitely gave us our flowers. That I respect him for that. I think, especially for the position he's in and the duration of time he's been popping. Like he fills a gap from where we at to where we were at to where we at now. So his word is respected. So for that to happen, it was pretty dope for him to say that we were co-headlining his New York stay at the Apollo.
Crazy.
It's pretty dope.
Yo, Jim Jones, Hitmaker, the new album, Back in My Prime.
Yeah.
Somehow Hitmaker decided he wanted to come up here and
And ruffle feathers.
throw a grenade. You know what I'm saying?
Step in the room like boom. It's what time is it?
Yo,
It's
it's
morning
mad
time,
early, bro.
You come in here wilding like that.
I was just trying to show love to
Bro.
you and Hitboy and say that hip hop is in great hands. That's really where I was
never
really
seen
trying
too
to
many
go.
shootouts in the morning time. Like, man,
Yeah,
yo, it's
rare.
the AM. Like, nobody want to shoot out at the AM. Like,
Nah,
yo,
it's all love. It's all love.
it's love.
So is it? It's all love.
Yeah, of
And you
course.
and Hitboy speak. So after
Yeah.
this, y'all gonna be on the text, and he gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?" And we're gonna bring him up here, and we're gonna get the verses going, and
We
it's
don't
gonna
speak.
be all love.
We don't speak, so it's not gonna be like that. But it's all love when we see each other.
Got it.
Yeah,
got
for
it.
sure.
Got it. Well, maybe now y'all can have a y'all can speak now.
A constructive conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure Hitboy's gonna be super eager.
A positive conversation.
Yeah, but it's enough air, it's enough room for all of us to live and
Oh, for
coexist
sure.
at the same time. So it's not really a
100%.
thing
1,000%.
like that.
100%.
I'm
1,000.
gonna stay on the radio and
Well, I will say, Hitmaker, I will say that sicko mode got a lot of radio play.
Sicko
I mean, that
mode.
we
sicko
love
mode.
that. We love that. We love
yeah.
that.
Oh,
We love
You try to
that.
stick
I
a
wasn't-
sicko mode in there on you, bro.
You see, that's crazy.
That's
Sicko
crazy.
mode is legendary.
That
is a
That
legendary
Paris is still
record.
on the radio, bro.
That's a legendary record. I
These
got
are
a
big,
lot.
big
I got a
tunes, man.
lot of joints that don't have my tag on it. That's just been monumental, legendary. John by Rick Ross and
Why
Wayne.
you-
That's a
why
great
you
one.
That's a big
starting
one.
this man,
That's a big
bro?
one.
I didn't know that he was this way.
French Montana,
Yes,
Drake,
you did.
no
He's
stylist.
always been this way. That's what I like about Berg. He comes up here and always stirs some shit.
No, but I didn't realize that bigging up
He's-
another producer
he's
was gonna
definitely-
make him
he's
want to
definitely-
draw a line in the
he's definitely confident.
sand.
He's definitely confident in who he is.
Most definitely.
I love that.
I put
I'm
the
fine
work
with
in.
that.
I put the work in.
Damn right you do.
I just didn't want to be a part of any controversy this
Oh
morning.
my God, you're a part of every
Yeah.
controversy
Yeah,
in New York City. What are you talking about, my brother?
Everyone.
You know I watch
Lisa,
Oh,
the
y'all
97
wild. Nah,
religiously,
we gotta
bro.
wrap this up. Niggas is just telling stories now.
Cut
Yo,
it
get
out.
the new project, Jim
Yes,
Jones
sir.
Hitmaker. This guy Hitmaker's a problem. He's uninvited. He can't come back.
I'll be back. I'll be back this summer. Don't worry.